How the Neolithic era caused global trade and religious expansion. Neolithic humans were the very first people to lay down the foundation of global trade. It began with the exchange of goods across different Neolithic settlements located in the Fertile Crescent. These settlements were organized based on access to different agricultural resources. Different types of plants were cultivated, animals were bred, and stone tools were created. Their impact is considered to be an important marker in our understanding of global economic history, and much of the early on cultural exchanges to occur. The Neolithic Revolution began around 10,000 BC, when human beings organized into living groups and learned how to manage agricultural resources. Farming and animal domestication spread across Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Americas. Villages were formed around farms and new commodities were created, such as jewelry, pottery, bigger houses, nicer clothing, and stronger tools. By the 4th century BC, the exchange of goods across the Fertile Crescent became more popular, and the idea of trade expanded from Greece and Rome to China. Traders often traveled hundreds of miles to find the goods they wanted. They crossed mountains on foot, rode donkeys across deserts, and sailed the Mediterranean Sea on ships. Popular items were flint and obsidian. Obsidian was used to make knife blades, arrowheads, and mirrors. People also traded for beauty products, like shell ornaments, and a red ore called hematite, which women rubbed on their lips and cheeks to make them redder. People started to obtain more and more different types of resources and came into contact with people from other settlements. Different ideas and theories were spread around the ancient world, which paved the way for the innovations of the Bronze and Iron Age. These adjustments in tools and farming brought different settlements together through trade and conquest. The Silk Road was a network of trade routes connecting China and the Far East with the Middle East and Europe. It was established when the Han Dynasty in China officially opened trade with the West in 130 BC. Much of the trade on the maritime Silk Road was carried out by Arab, Persian, and Indian boats called doughs. These boats sailed in accordance with the seasonal monsoon winds, which carried them to India in the summer and to the Middle East in the winter. In West Africa, there were scarce amounts of salt, but lots of gold, while in North Africa, there was plenty of salt, but no gold. North Africa carried bars of salt, cloth, tobacco, and metal tools across the Sahara, and traded it for gold, ivory, slaves, skins, cola nuts, pepper, and sugar from West Africa. This was called the salt gold trade. The Silk Road provided more than just an exchange of goods, but also different cultural commodities. Widespread trade affected many religions through travelers who would go along trade routes and talk to people about their beliefs and religion. Buddhism was one of the religions of the Kushan Kingdom that reached China. Buddhist monks went from India to Central Asia and China, preaching their religion. Buddhism eventually gained a vast amount of monasteries, grottos, vishanas, and stupas throughout different parts of the world. Islam was also introduced to Central Asia and western parts of China from the Middle East on the Silk Road. Along with Zoroastrianism, Manichaeism, Nestorian Christianity, Judaism, Shamanism, Confucianism, and Taoism. The effects that the Neolithic era left on trade were massive. It produced the world's largest and most popular trade routes, which would later aid in cross-cultural juncture and a connection between China, Europe, and Western Asia. Without the Neolithic era's effects on trade, the breakthrough between global and cross-cultural boundaries would not have blossomed the way it did.